Welcome to UberNoob. I'm your host Sinner, and today we're continuing with the winter tournament. This is a game from the third round, and the first two games were absolutely spectacular, and this game can only be better. I'm real excited to see what they have to show us here. Okay, so a quick rundown on the rules. Permanent injuries do not last during this tournament. Also, you do not gain star player points, and so the way skills work is you get to choose one character on your team to gain a skill, and it's always a normal roll. So I'm kind of interested to see what he chose. Oop. Okay, so he chose Frenzy, which is an excellent choice. At this level of play, everything is all about positioning, and what Frenzy does is it kind of negates a lot of your options in terms of positioning. Because whenever you're like playing a game, try not to set up your players along the sideline. But what happens with Frenzy is that like distance expands one more, so there's another 52 squares on the board that your opponent cannot effectively use. I mean, he can, but then he has to bring more players over to guard that player that's standing there, and it's just it's an excellent choice of skill. Another thing, Frenzy can wear a lot of hats because it doesn't replace tackle necessarily, but it's a nice substitute because what you'll see probably is this Frenzy player, whenever he makes a blitz, he'll probably be blitzing the Witch Elves because well, this one has Blodge and this one is just normal. Okay, so he wants to remove. That's a poor start for the Skaven team. Although it's kind of like when you get hit by a rock. And so what it does is it just gives you the reroll in an attempt to knock over a player with dodge. Let's take a quick look at his defense. This is a little bit different than what we saw in his last games. I don't like having this guy on the wing here. But at the same time, I think he realizes that Dark Elves, yeah, they're not going to be doing any long passing plays, so this is not a bad choice really in terms of defense. Offense, of course, you see he's going for. Let's check out this double attacker down. So use the reroll. It hurts to use a reroll this early, but yeah, his other skill was leader. So yeah. Taking a quick look at his lineup, you see he has 2 Witch Elves, 2 Runners, and 1 Blitzer, and the rest are linemen. This is a really aggressive build, but it's very fragile. It's faster than most Dark Elf teams, but it is a lot squishier than most Dark Elf teams. The reason he does this is because there is no permanent injuries. I think that you would not see a game like this, or a team like this in a normal, sorry about that, in a normal tabletop league. Alright, so he throws this guy out here as a decoy, I think. I don't think he's actually thinking of throwing to him, but they take the bait. So just having these couple guys back here, although really, yeah, this guy can, this Storm Venom can move back to wherever he needs to be. But just having this guy out here kind of opens up the where he's going to run next. Okay, so you see the Dark Elf player, he put his. Oops, sorry, gosh, my mouse is just crazy. He tagged up one little rat here, and they just and he came in, gave the assist to make the knockdown. He's trying to win the block war. Okay, Dark Elf player, what you're going to see here is he's going to move this direction. There's not enough defense over here. He's got literally just a gutter runner over here. And this guy's kind of in the way. Alright, so now see here, you see him using the Frenzy player to try and get that knockdown, because even if that had failed the first roll, he gets another roll. And if he's just absolutely brazen with his rerolls, he might have used a reroll too. So you can have up to 3 rolls to try and get rid of that guy. But you probably wouldn't see him use the reroll, you'd probably just see him rely on Frenzy. And then if he needed to, he could walk away. A note on this though, the Frenzy is great. It'll keep him from... Why would you do that? Doing that. Don't do that. Okay, so what you're going to see the Dark Elf player do now is he's going to have to come over here and back up this character. Playing on the sidelines like this is dangerous when you have a Frenzy player on the opposing team. So you're going to see like this person come right here, okay? He needs to bring somebody and put him right here next to the ball carrier. Anyway, what I was saying is the Witch Elves are a little bit more effective at stopping... Okay, so I don't mean to keep interrupting myself, but if you look, he's going to bring a gutter runner down here, and then he's going to crowd surf this guy, because there's no reason not to. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. The Frenzy player here, you want block on him because you're throwing a lot of blocks with him, up to twice as many as usual. So block is really nice to have. In fact, that's what you see the Dark Elf player give his one as one of his 2 skills. The Frenzy player block. So anyway, yeah. So here he comes. What was I thinking?